They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, we knew coming into this game the offense was really going to try and set the tone by being physical and running the football. And here we are, first drive, 3rd down. They're able to get it by a lot. That is good news if you're this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Offense in an empty set. To throw, it's Harvey. Pulls it in, it's Cantrell. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
you ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Harvey. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look.
Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged out of the air. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Rousseau. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
First and 10.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Harvey. That's caught. It's Terry. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, and sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to feel.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Intercepted by the defense. And they'll take over.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And now this offense will take the field again. DB's right up on the receivers. Got the quick completion. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Give to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Then he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He breaks a tackle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. And here's a quarterback sneak on 4th and long. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Harvey. Throws to the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Set to kick off.
He's in open space downfield.
The return is tackled down at the 37, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls and fires complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Working that left side now. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. A little screen to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
1st and 10.
They'll go back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
At the 28. 3rd down coming up.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second-half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
He's got him. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just so they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Barrels ahead. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back to pass, it's Harvey. Back open in the middle. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's complete to the left. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And the defense drags him down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks the tackle. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Firing to the right, complete.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Harvey. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And how about this defense not getting frustrated? They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll move the tight end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And they're not on the same page there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Miles. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went gang tackle.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. Hauls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hardy. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Will take over. First and 10.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking downfield, it's Harvey. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Right back up top on second and 10. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's in for the score.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He's looking to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Harvey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This time on target.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Slings it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Harvey. Unloads to the right. And it'll be a touchdown.
Well, they obviously had some ups and downs throwing the football in the first half, but really nice job being on the same page by the quarterback and his target, getting their first passing touchdown of the season here in the second half. Let's see now if they can get some momentum in the throw game going for the rest of this game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miles. At the 20, he's got space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
First down for the offense.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap in the shotgun. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air, it's Harvey. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Terry. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes a grab for a big play. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bentley. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone and the 13.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed to field. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Wheeler.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wheeler. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the... They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Caught. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it fourth and short from the 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
On the move, he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Play number 9 on this drive. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid up.
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're working that left side. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They're able to put a stop to that return. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Rousseau. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field, to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
gets it in there for the touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7. Pass play in prime position for a score.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete! And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try the left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Savage. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.